Hey guys, so today I wanted to do my favorites because it is the end of the month and I'm trying to get better at doing this on time, but it's just something that I guess it's been hard for me to do. But I wanted to show you guys some things that I have been using that I really like. Some things you've seen it before, I've mentioned it before, but I feel like I have few things that I haven't shown you guys before. That I really like. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the makeup portion and then do the skincare towards the very end. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is my Naked 2 palette from Urban Decay. Now I've had this for a couple months and I've used it. I've mentioned it before in videos. I've done tutorials. I do plan on doing, I do plan on doing a comparison between this one and the original Naked palette. So that one's going to be up soon. I feel like I haven't filmed a video in a long time. Most of the videos that I've put up are pre-recorded, so from a previous time. But anyways, this is the Naked 2 palette, which I'm sure you guys have seen before in plenty of videos. I'm sure there's tons of videos on YouTube for tutorials and comparisons and initial thoughts. Let me move my camera up just a bit. There we go. So anyways, you do get a double-ended brush, which I will show you up close. It's got a really soft eyeshadow brush, which mine is dirty, and then a fluffy crease brush, which I use all the time. But you have here some really nice, cool tone eyeshadows. Very neutral colors here. You do have a really intense matte black color, which is great to darken up the outer crease or the outer V. I've used it for eyeliner, smudging on the lower lash line. All these colors to me are very wearable. Obviously some of these here are a little bit darker, but you can create very natural, almost barely there makeup, and then you can also create a really nice smoky eye, which I think is great to have that option within the palette. But I will go into more details and swatches and stuff like that in my comparison video, which will be up soon. The next thing is my this lip butter from Revlon. This is the Berry Smoothie. I have it on right now. I'm not a big fan of berry tones or reds. I kind of stick with just pinks and like nude shades because I don't like the way they look on me. So this one is actually really great. It's Berry Smoothie. It's number 50. And that's what it looks like. I know it may look a little bit brighter than it actually is, but when it goes on, it's a pretty wearable berry shade. Pretty much anybody can wear this, any skin tone. Even if you're paler than I am or darker, you can wear this. If you're really dark skin, this may not show up as much as it does on me, but it's still a great, very moisturizing product to use. And so I like to use this. I actually have the Cotton Candy, the very first one that I purchased in my purse. So I should have grabbed it, but it's like a lighter pink shade. And I also have it in a really bright red, which is very kind of unique for me because, like I said, I steer clear from reds and deep berries because I just don't like the way they look on me. But I do like the consistency, the feel of these. They're actually pretty nice for being a drugstore product. Speaking of drugstore, I have two mascaras. Revlon Photo Ready, the 3D volume, which I did a review and / tutorial where I showed you how my lashes looked before, and then as you can see throughout the video, how it actually intensifies my lashes, make them look thicker, longer. They really make my lashes look pretty great. And then also the Lash Blast from CoverGirl. And this is the orange tube, the volume, which is the one I'm wearing today. I did very simple makeup because I was up very early this morning. But it's a pretty big brush. It's a rubber plastic, and as you can see, there's not a lot of formula on this, so it does give you nice clean definition of the lashes. It's not something that bulks up the lashes and give them like that spider lash effect, which some mascara ones, I don't know about you, but for me, have too much product on them, and then it just makes my lashes it kind of weighs them down. I don't know if you've had that problem, but this one is a really lightweight formula. I do need to get a new one because it's getting kind of dry. But then the Revlon Photo Ready, if you haven't watched the video, I encourage you to do so because I give you a review and you can actually see for yourself how this works. And this is the brush. It's the traditional plastic wand, and as you can see up here, it has like a tapered, almost like a ball at the end. You do get minor clumps with this, mainly right here on this portion here. So what I do is I just wipe down the brush, and if I have a clump, which there's one here, I just simply do something like that, and it pretty much eliminates the problem for me. And you can just really extend the lashes, and it does give you nice volume, and you can actually build with this. Like I said, doesn't weigh down, doesn't clump like the Lash Blast. So go back and watch that video. It's one of the fairly recent ones that I posted. Makeup. Last few products. The MAC Blush in Peaches is the blush that I've been using for the last, I want to say, 2.5 weeks every single day. I have tons of blushes, which you probably have seen in other videos. My most recent room tour video of my room, and you could tell that my blush drawer is pretty full, but I always gravitate towards, well, not always, but for the last 2.5 weeks, it has been this consistently every single day. So I feel like it's been something I've used, and I love the color. It's a matte peach shade, and let me just wipe down the back of it so you guys can see. Hopefully my camera will focus so you can see. It should, there it goes. It should capture that for you. So it is called Peaches. It's matte. This is the refill one for the pan. It has a magnet. It goes in the palette. But you can also get it for a couple dollars more with the actual lid like this here. Also, another great makeup product is the Tarte Emphasize Gel Eyeliner in Brown. I kind of put this away and I didn't use it for a while, and for some reason it hasn't dried out on me, and it's a very, very rich brown, and I actually mentioned this in my favorites of 2011 because it's a product that I feel like I'm just really glad that I came across it last year. They do have other shades like an olive, a purple, a blue, a black. I just hope that they come out sooner rather than later with some different shades, like brighter shades would be nice, just to give some additional variety versus just the basics like brown, green, plum. And I will do a swatch. I'm using the Sonia Kashuk eyeliner brush that looks like this, and I will do a swatch. As you can see how intense and rich that is, and it just goes on just so easily. It doesn't pull the lid, it doesn't feel dry. You know how sometimes you use a gel liner that's a little bit drier, and when you go straight line across, you see little gaps because it doesn't cling to your skin very easily. It just kind of pulls it in tugs, and it's not all that. I hate when gel liners do that. So this is actually a really great one, and it's a little bit more than what you would pay for a MAC Fluid Line, which I love those. But this one does come with a brush that I think I showed you guys in the video of my favorites. But if I didn't, you do get a double-ended brush, really fine point, and then one that I like to use to kind of smudge it. If you want a thicker line, like a more kind of retro 60s thick cat eye, you could use this this thicker tip to do that. But it's a great product. You get that in the brush for $22 or $25. Don't really quote me on prices because I'm pretty bad at coming up with the prices off the top of my head. But it's a great gel liner. Now for the last few items in my favorites for January. I have mentioned in probably a couple videos that I have been on topical and oral antibiotics and topical acne creams. Everything is geared to help clear my skin up, and all the stuff that I'm on, it is prescribed. And with that, you have to kind of use very gentle, mild cleansers and moisturizers. You can't use anything for acne prone skin because you're using the oral medication and also that topical cream, which is called tretinoin, which is also known as Retin-A. I did a blog post, which I will link to it with my details of my visit. I also give you guys tips on acne, on what you can do to help your acne. And it's a pretty lengthy blog post, and I did take a while to do that because I wanted to kind of convey the message of if you're having cystic acne or if your acne is making you feel uncomfortable, I do recommend that you go see a doctor, because I know how it feels to not want to leave my house or go places because you feel like people are looking at your skin. And I was pretty much confined to my home. I'd go out and put on, some concealer, but I feel really uncomfortable and feel like you can still see it and you're looking at that versus looking at me and listening to what I'm saying. You're focusing on all the marks on my face. And I honestly can say with the medication and that acne cream that I use at night, my skin has actually improved. It's gotten better, and it's the best that it's looked in the last couple months, which I feel like my skin is turning the corner in a good way, and I'm really, really excited about it. So hopefully I will be able to do, you know, the updated foundation routine and things like that where I can show you my skin without anything on it. I just don't want, you know, to kind of expose my skin that way yet. It's getting there. But the cleanser and moisturizer that my dermatologist recommended that I use is the Cetaphil cleansers and moisturizer, or the CeraVe. The C-E-R-A-V-E, I think is how you spell it. But this is a cleanser that has been out for many, many years, and it's something that you can find at any drugstore, Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, anywhere. You can really find this product. Is really easy, and it's accessible to everyone. This is just the one for normal to oily skin. You can just get the one for normal skin. This is a daily cleanser and removes excess oil without drying and rinses clean. It is non-comedogenic, and on the back it says dermatologist recommended. And it's non-irritating. It doesn't make my skin feel dry. Now it feels a little bit tight, but this by far is the only cleanser that doesn't make my skin feel tight. Now I've been using this for the whole month of January, and this is my second bottle. When I went to the doctor, I had half a bottle sitting underneath my sink, so I finished that up, and this is my second one, and it lasts, you know, for a good decent amount of time, every morning, every night. So your doctor may prescribe that you use this a certain medication and then use a certain cleanser, but this is what mine said, in which I think a majority of the dermatologists will kind of lean towards this. And also the moisturizer, the daily moisturizer with SPF 15. I'm pretty much at the halfway point. And again, on the back it says non-comedogenic, fragrance free, dermatologist recommended, and PABA free. Don't really know what that means, but whatever. This is a lightweight, non-greasy moisturizer that nourishes and hydrates the skin while protecting it from the sun's harmful rays. It does have an SPF 15, and this is the main reason why you see my skin so shiny. My skin is oily, and it still is, but this is very hydrating. For it to say lightweight, most drugstore lightweight moisturizers that I've tried have left my skin so dry that I just can see how my skin looks ashy, and this is the only one that's drugstore that I have used that is actually really moisturizing. Probably too much for oily skin, but because I have to use it, I don't have a choice. So I'd rather be shiny like this than to be full of blemishes and acne and scars. So to me, it's kind of worth it. I get rid of my acne, but I'm shining all day. So I mean, it's not something that I have to get used to, because I'm always shiny, and I've been like that for a long time, as you can see in my previous videos, so it doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, there might be one that is made for oily skin. I'm not really sure. There is one, there are a few that have a higher SPF. My Target only had the 15, and I think I've seen it in 50. So I don't know if that makes it better or not for you, but I just use 15, and it's fine for me. You see this gel liner? You can wipe it, and it's still there. And that actually kind of hurt my hand. So the last product that I want to show you is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye Cream. I did show this in my favorites of 2011 skincare, because I would have included it in my December favorites anyways. I'm going on 2 months with this, and I actually really, really love this. This is a great eye cream. It says to make eyes look younger by morning. Don't really cling to that, because I know that people really say, okay, this is supposed to be in the morning, I'm supposed to have youthful eyes. It doesn't really work that way. It just makes you have a more hydrated under eye area, which is something that is important to me. Based on your age, you may want to look into preventative anti-aging, or if you're in advanced age, you might want to use actual products made for your age group. Because I'm in my early 20s, I don't need to be using anything for, you know, people that are 50 and over, because my skin is going to get used to it when I get to that age, and nothing is going to work. So you want to kind of look into preventative things. I'm in my early 20s, like I said. If you're 25 or older, maybe start looking at some preventative things. But this is a really great starter point if you're looking for a really nice eye cream. When I put this on, it feels really nice and silky. When I wake up in the morning, my eye area, which is the most delicate part of the face, because the skin is very thin, feels very soft, feels very hydrated, and I actually use whatever's left on my fingers, I actually put on my eyelids. I think this is just for the under eye, but like I said, whatever's left, I just put it on my lids because I don't want to waste any of it. It is a little bit pricey. I think it's $36 or $37 for this small tube. You probably have heard from this brand on QVC. They're always on QVC, and it always sells out. This one and the Midnight Concentrate, which is like a serum type product, but I think this is really great. So it's a really great starter point for those who are looking for an eye cream, or if you're just wanting to add an extra step to your night routine. And this is, again, just at night. In the mornings I use a different eye cream. And if you're wondering, it's the Bionic Eye Cream from Exuviance Skincare that you can get from Ulta. It's made for dark circles. And then I follow up with my Garnier Rollerball on top of it. So anyways, that is all of my products that I've been using and loving for the month of January. I hope that you found something out of this video that you'd like to try. If you'd like me to do a review on something that I haven't already, please leave it in the comment section below, and I will be sure to add that to my list of things or videos to do. And yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that you guys had a great month of January, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.